What's going on, my Centric Internet? It's the Centric here. So, for the first time for almost a year, the return of the footballing transfer news and rumours show. The last time I did a show was in last year. I think it was on the 14th of July. So, the show has returned. So, the Premier League season is officially over. Throughout the whole summer until I think the transfer window, I think it ends in September. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna bring some transfer news and rumors. So before that, I will do the intro of the show. That'll be in future episodes, so stay tuned for that. So anyway, the first transfer news, or actually it's a transfer rumor. So the first rumor to kick off episode 8 of the show is Oscar. There's rumors that he could be returning to Chelsea, returning to West London at the King's Road. I checked up on Transfer Market, and this show I give my opinions on the transfer and the transfer rumors. Don't take this my opinion seriously. Anyway, so like I said, there's rumors that Oscar could be on his way to return to Chelsea. My thoughts on that: I think it's too early. By the time this video is recorded, will be late May. It'd be too early for this rumor. I don't know if this rumor might return. I don't know, but my opinions about Oscar could be on his way to return to play for Chelsea. I don't think it's going to happen. Like, it's not 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. You could say, in a certain degree, 2016. I think that the ship is sailed for Oscar. He spent was about 4 or 5 years. I think it was 5 years with the West London club. I think he's won the Premier League once. In his Wikipedia page, he won it twice. But no, he left in the start of the second half of the 16-17 season. So he won the league title with Jose Mourinho, but he haven't won the league title with Antonio Conte. He's won a league title in 2014-2015 season. He's won the Europa League. That's under Rafa Benitez in that was 10 years ago, 2012-2013. He's won a League Cup with Jose Mourinho, the same season where they won their first league title in 5 years. Then he went on to go to China, playing, I think it was called Shanghai Port. I can't really remember the Chinese club. Don't really shoot me. Not actually shoot me. Don't really criticize me. I think it was it's a club in Shanghai. I think he's won the FA Cup. They won the Chinese Super League. For me, I think it's too little too late for Oscar to go back to Chelsea, because look at him. He's 31. He'll soon be 32. I think he's a bit too old for Chelsea. How is he going to fit? Because there's rumors that Mauricio Pochettino is going to Chelsea. That's a future video on him. How is he going to fit? Probably how, depending if they're going to play a 4-2-3-1. But I think he'll be on his last legs. To be honest, I think Oscar did not live up his potential. Like, I used to like Oscar. I think he was a good player, but he didn't live up his potential. I think going to China, he was there for a cash grab. That was a bad mistake. If he stayed at Chelsea, what might have been? I think he could end up playing for Real Madrid. He could end up winning more trophies at Chelsea. He could play more for the Brazilian national team. He haven't played for Brazil since 2015, so he didn't compete for Brazil, at the 2018 and the 2022 World Cup. He probably win a Copa America, but I don't know. That's disappeared. But for me, I think he ain't going. I think being on his last legs, I think they need to move on from Oscar. Don't really go back to the past. If he came back years later, if he came back in 2018 when he was a bit younger, or yeah, I think he'll probably, like I say, will probably win more trophies at Chelsea. But since it's 2023, he's going to be 32 in September. Nah, I think they need to move on. So it's just a rumor, folks. I don't know if it's gonna like spread throughout the whole summer. Don't know, but that's my first story to kick off episode 8 of the football transfer news and rumors show. Okay, another transfer rumor is that Chelsea has been linked with Real Madrid star Vinicius Jr. or Vinny Jr. for short. My thoughts of Vinny Jr. linked with Chelsea. I don't think he's going to Chelsea. But if Todd Bowley could spend a lot of money this summer, because great example, they spent a lot of money on Enzo Fernandez. I think that was 120 million or 150 million, whatever the money is. Mikhail Mudryk with a lot of money, but money talks, BS walks. But I don't think he's leaving Real Madrid, because he's been at Real Madrid about 5 years now, 4 or 5 years. I'm not too sure. So far in his Real Madrid career, he's won 2 La Ligas. I think he's won 2 Spanish Super Cups. I think it's was it Copa del España? Yeah, not Copa del Rey. I think it's called the Copa del España twice. He's won the Champions League last season in 2022. He's won the Super Cup. I think it was twice. No, I think it was one time. Yeah, one time, because I lost to Real Madrid in 28. Atletico Madrid in 2018. My apologies. And he's won the Club World Cup twice in 2018 and 2022. He's won every single trophy in Madrid. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He is a really good player, Vinny Jr. But I don't think he's going to leave Real Madrid, because Chelsea's, this season it just wrapped up. It's the first time in, I think it was the first time in 5 years. No, I'm lying. It's the first time in 3 years that they finished without winning a trophy, because in 2021 they won the Champions League. In 2022 they won the Super Cup and the Club World Cup, and now in 2023 they won nothing. I don't think he's gonna leave Real Madrid. I think he'll stay, depending if Ancelotti gets sacked. But I don't think so. That's another story for another time for Carlo Ancelotti. But yeah, I think he's a really good player. I think Chelsea needs some proper wingers and attacks, because so far, like, Mudryk ain't cutting the mustard. Ziyech is likely to leave Stamford Bridge this summer. Borja ain't the man. Aubameyang's not the man. Lukaku probably ain't the man. They need some attack, at Chelsea. Is Vinny going to, like, depending if, like, I know it's too early for this rumor, we're in May, but if he goes this summer, do you think he's gonna rip up the Premier League by storm? Take the Premier League by storm? Don't know. But anyway, what's your thoughts on Vinny Jr.? Is he going to stay at Real Madrid, go to Chelsea? I don't know. You decide on the comment section below. Okay, the next transfer rumor is that Newcastle United has been linked with the Napoli South Korean centre-back Kim Min-jae. He's also been linked with Manchester United as well. I watched this dude's compilation. He looks like a big dude. I think he's about 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". I'm trying to keep it short and simple, folks. Because both clubs, the 2 United clubs of England, need centre-backs this summer. Manchester United really need a centre-back, Varane, good centre-back, but, he is injury-prone. Fitz and Lindelof is shit. Harry Maguire, so far in his United career, has not cut the mustard at Old Trafford. He's very overrated. He's a big lad, but at the same time, he's just very clueless. He's brain dead. The only centre back at Manchester United is good is Lisandro Martinez. His first season at Old Trafford, he's been good. Unfortunately, he got injured, but yeah, they really need centre backs for the Reds, but it's too early for this rumor. We're in May. Wait until June, July time because I think the transfer window ends in September. I think it was September the 1st. I'm not too sure. It's very confusing at this moment in time. Like in recent years, because in 2018, 2019, the transfer window ended before September the 1st, and they brought back, the window ends on the 1st of September. I think it's at midnight. Anyway, but or 11 o'clock, whether it is the time, 11 or 12 p.m. and a.m. But back with this South Korean centre back from Napoli. I think Newcastle, on the other hand, needs some centre backs. Or defence actually. Kieran Trippier, good right back, but he's on his last legs. Dan Burn, who plays as a left back, but he's mostly a centre back. I think and Kim Min Jae, I think could be a good defense partnership. But is he gonna sell in the Premier League? Because Syria and the Premier League are two different ball games, two different leagues. It's too soon. I'm trying to get my opinions out on this transfer news or wherever players they're from, whether it's from Italy, France, South America, whatever. But I'd rather he stays in Napoli because they just won their first Serie A title for almost 33 years. If he goes to the Premier League right now, he's gonna flop. Because Newcastle at this moment in time got money because they got the Saudi owners. Manchester United don't know about their ownership. That's probably continue throughout the whole summer. But for the time being, I don't know. Good centre back. What's your thoughts on Kim Min Jae? Is he going to Manchester United or is he going to Newcastle United? The Red Devils or the Magpies? Manchester or the two? You decide in the comment section below. So the next story, it's soon to be confirmed that according to Fabrizio Romano, Jude Bellingham will be on his way to Real Madrid. They're in the final process of the negotiation. He's going to end his 3-year stay with Borussia Dortmund and the Bundesliga. I think the rumors that it's in that £100 million mark. My thoughts on Jude Bellingham going to Real Madrid. I thought he's going to end up going to Manchester City or Liverpool, but he's going to Real Madrid. I think he outgrow with Dortmund. He's been with BVB in 2020, so he's been in the club for 3 years. He joined the club from Birmingham City as a teenager. He's won one trophy with the German club. That is the Pokal. Was it the DFB Pokal? That's the German Cup. Unfortunately, his last game with the German side was against Mainz. I think it was a 2-2 draw. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to help Borussia Dortmund to win the Bundesliga, the first Bundesliga for almost 11 years. They lost the title to Bayern Munich on the final day of the Bundesliga season. So his final game was his swan song with the German club. He's soon to be on his way to sunny Spain. Is he going to thrive and gel in Madrid? Because Real Madrid needs some midfielders, like fresh blood in the midfield department. Because let's be honest, Luka Modric, Modric is about 37, 30. I think he's in his late 30s at this moment in time. Kroos is also young. I think he's also in his mid 30s as well. Calavinga used to be in that midfield. Uh, Now I think he's now playing as a left back. You got Junamani. Junamani, he's in his 20s, but they need more. They need more in that central midfield side. I think Bellingham, he's 20. I think he's gonna be a really good player. He thrived well with England, like at the recent World Cup in Qatar. He's, with the right. I don't know if Ancelotti is gonna stay at Real Madrid. Because so far they lost the league title to Barcelona, crashed out in the Champions League semi-final to Manchester City. The only trophy they won this season was the Copa del Rey. Is Ancelotti going to nurture Jude Bellingham? Because at this moment in time he's outgrown Borussia Dortmund because Real Madrid is a big European giant. According to Fabrizio Romano, they're in the final stage of the negotiation of his terms. He's going to be a Real Madrid player. Depending if Modric's going to leave, if Kroos is going to leave, because they need some fresh blood. It'd be really good if Jude Bellingham do well. I hope I wish Jude a best luck in Madrid. Hope you do well at Real Madrid. I think there's a star in the making for this kid. So moving on to the final story of this episode, it's confirmed by Napoli's president Aurelio De Laurentiis is that Napoli manager Luciano Spalletti is going to leave Napoli at the end of the season. The Serie A season ends 1 week's time on the 4th of June, so he's going to leave the Naples club after 2 years. He guided Napoli their first Serie A title in 33 years. And my thoughts on Spalletti leaving Napoli. I think it's a bad mistake because he's just made Napoli competitive, guiding of their first league championship in 33 years since the days of Diego Maradona. I don't know who's gonna take over the Napoli job. I think they're in the Champions League. I don't know, man. I think over the last few years, Napoli have won cups, but the Scudetto, the Serie A is the bread and butter. Seeing over the last 3 decades, the Milan clubs winning the Scudetto, Juventus, the 2 Rome clubs, Lazio and Roma. I don't know, man. I check his not stats, but his trophies he won. He's a very underrated manager, Spalletti. I know it's confirmed by Fabrizio Romano, by the way. But anyway, he's won trophies in Italy and Russia. He's won a Coppa Italia twice with Roma. I think he's won a Super Coppa Italia also with Roma. Then he's won a league title in Russia with Zenit St. Petersburg. I think he's won a cup as well. And now he's added a league title of his career. So far he's never won a league title in Italy. He's just won cups with Roma, but he's guided his first league championship in his manageable career. I don't know what club he's going to end up. I don't know. Yeah, it's I think it's gonna be a big summer. Some people are going, some people are staying, vice versa, because of depending if it they're gonna end up. I don't know. You don't know if that. I'm not gonna say the Georgians player at Napoli's name. You got Osman could be linked. The South Korean defender. Kim Min Jae is also linked. Yeah, it's really it's gonna be a big summer for Napoli because they're gonna lose their manager. They're gonna lose their players. It's I don't know, man. If they're gonna be compared once again, don't know. It's gonna be a big summer for Napoli, man. So, your thoughts on Lucio Spalletti? Is he going to which club he's gonna go? Is he going to the Premier League? Is he going to another top league in Europe? Beats me. So, anyway, so that is the final story of episode 8 of the Football Transfer News and Rumour Show. I not do this every other week, popping out 4 or 5 episodes in 1 week, like other footballing YouTube channels. It'll be once every week, depending if it's one story kind of stands out. Anyway, so hope you enjoyed this episode, folks. Leave the thoughts in the comments below. Smash the like button, click the like, click the bell. Subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube. Be part of the Central Unit for more wrestling videos and footballing news and more. And this is the Central Man officially signing out. Check you later.